guys, and welcome to another electrifying, energetic edition of the Journal. I'm your host, Mark Bullock.
And I'm Poria Pishwa, but you guys at home could just call me P. We got a bunch of exciting stories for you today.
And if you're a writer, you're going to love our guest today. So sit back, relax, get ready, and don't go anywhere.
Welcome back. We'd first like to talk about a very serious issue that's been going on for many years.
What's that?
Well, have you ever noticed how some of Canada's new immigrants aren't receiving the employment opportunities they deserve? Why is it that these highly educated immigrants are forced to work as cab drivers and cleaners just because they studied abroad? Daniel Diaz produced a segment, and he has some of the answers.
Homelands, they're top of the profession, but when they come to Canada, everything they worked hard for is gone. Today we look at why this happened and visit two men who are victims of this issue.
Anthony Jaitalaka immigrated from the Middle East for one reason, which was to have a better opportunity for his family, but found it hard to find a job in his field.
I was not able to get a job in my field, and I had to, work as some other thing just to, make ends meet. One of the problems was that over in Canada, when you first come over here, they are looking for what they call Canadian experience. I did not have any Canadian experience, even though I had some of the qualifications they were looking for.
Anthony attended York University as well as Ryerson and got a CGA, which gave him the qualifications that some companies require. However, the process took a toll on him and his family.
It was very hard because we did not have any close relatives to look after the kids. So my wife was mainly involved with that, while I had no time for my family at all.
I didn't fully understand what was going on, but I do remember not seeing him too often. I wouldn't see too much of him. My mom was usually the one that would look after us. I remember every morning at about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, he would get up and he'd go downstairs to study.
Pretty much every night I used to do my homework and my assignments and stuff like that. It was a hard time.
Anthony is now the manager of cost accounting for Vitalik, one of the larger companies that designs and distributes pipes all over the world. Although the transition was hard and difficult on him and his family, it was all worth it in the end. However, for Kuvila Isaac, the struggle continues, as he's still in the process of becoming a licensed pharmacist.
Not very easy to adjust initially, but slowly you get used to it. There I was more into the managerial position. I was managing a couple of stores, plus at the same time working as a pharmacist. Here it is more back to the grassroots, I would say. It's back to college. We have a couple of exams which I have taken, which I have finished. And now I'm in the process of my studentship and internship. I have 4 months of studentship and 4 months of internship. So hopefully I should get my license by April of next year.
For someone who's been a pharmacist for more than, I'd say, 18 years of his life, I find it quite ridiculous to have such a complicated and complex exam for a pharmacist. It should be quite simple and straightforward, whereas they have like a couple of tests and exams, which is very strenuous on him. And as a son, I can see that it's very hard on him for him to go through like studying from scratch everything till like what a student would do in a short period of time, basically.
I spoke with a citizenship and immigration officer who declined to go on camera, but told me that if an immigrant wants to come to Canada, they must fill out the requirements in the application, which can be found on their website. She said that there are various reasons why it's difficult for newcomers to find a job, such as government policies, educational system, and Canadian experience, which is one of the first things Canadian employers look for. These 3 points are some of the various reasons why immigrants are stuck taking low-class jobs, or as Anthony and Kulavilla, re-attend school. For more information, visit www.cic.gc.com. I'm Daniel Diaz for the Journal.
Wow, that was a pretty eye-opening story. And regardless of where you come from, we at the Journal want to wish luck to every hard-working person who's actively seeking employment. So, with that said, we all know that music is a universal language and it's enjoyable by everybody. Well, Kevin Wedge is going to help us mellow down, relax, and take some awesome percussion beats. Check it out.
For me, I discovered drumming at a very young age, and it's always been inside of me. I never realized it could be such a social event and event that is bonding and is tribal in nature. I've drummed for a number of years before I started hand drumming. My first encounter was a community-based group that would practice every week down at Pickering Beach. And I came down there after dinner one time and saw these 20 people playing drums, and I was drawn to the sound and drawn to the interaction and drawn to the people and the personalities that were there, and I knew immediately that this part of drumming is something that I hadn't explored because I was primarily a kit drummer, but that it struck something deep inside me. And I think everybody has a unique sense of tribe within them, and it's getting in touch with that and then understanding how you fit in within that tribe. This has been going on for thousands of years, and right now it's really has an increase in popularity. More people are getting in touch with that. It's a great social event where people can come together and explore their own rhythms, new rhythms, can join with other people, share this commonality or this bond, and it can draw people from all different races together. And I think one of the reasons for the popularity now is it draws all cultures in together, and each culture can add their unique flair, their own rhythm, works jointly to create the bigger picture, which is the sound of the hand drummers. Most hand drumming is done with a variety of different rhythms being played at the same time that create polyrhythms that create this immense sound. So you can have 10 drummers drumming and it'll sound like 100 drummers. And we have people from all walks of life. I drum with a doctor on one side of me, with a special education teacher on the other side of me. We have bankers, professional businessmen, postmen, waiters, waitresses, all spectrums. You can't pigeonhole anybody. It really is core to who they are. Drumming is a core to that. If that resonates within them, they'll be drawn. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what your profession. It's deeper than segregating someone by, you're all doctors do this or all hippie wannabes do this. Is the only universal instrument that crosses all cultures, all countries, all barriers. Every culture has